To be a beautiful African man, it's tough in America. There's always somebody hating on you. Look, I don't even got my whole demonstration hooked up. I was sure finna go in. Supposed to be an 8:45 show. Supposed to be 8:45. I be getting on here about 9:30. But I be getting on here because the crowd needs me. Tonight we're going to discuss narcissism. Look, everybody cringe like, oh no, not that. Not narcissism. Yes, narcissism. You're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. You're a narcissist. Like, what does that even mean? We probably, I mean, if anybody can call anybody a narcissist today, then we all pretty much narcissists, right? I had a baby mom that used to call me that a long time ago. I didn't even know what it meant. For real. I think using the word narcissist on people is like passing gas. Like he who smelt it dealt it, you know? Like the person that pointed it out, like they did it, they want to throw shade on somebody else so they don't get busted, right? Okay, that's a nice sound. When you hear that sound, write it down. So the historical context I'm rocking with tonight, I want to make sure that y'all get it, okay? I'm going to make sure that each and every one of you knows Facebook, Win with Taibu, TikTok, Winning with Taibu, YouTube, Winning with Taibu, Instagram. Oh, hold on. I ain't go live yet. I don't have enough followers on my Win with Taibu Facebook page to go live. You can't change it. Facebook don't want you to change. I'm gonna keep my Taibu Mu'addib page, but all my Win with Taibu pages gotta go crazy. So I'm gonna get that live jumping in a minute here. Once I break this concoction now. How's everybody doing though tonight? How you doing? Y'all can talk to me. Show me some love out there. Where my people's at? Winning with Taibu. And like all fool do is sit there on live and talk. I may need a different cup. Let me get a different cup, everybody. The Margarita Express. They call it the Margarita Express for a reason. They got some fire. Now you want to scoop that in there. Keep the straw, but scoop all that in that cup. Nah, take it over there. You're gonna make a mess with that. So I wrote a ton of books. Oops. Man, you don't notice. I wrote a ton of books. And it's interesting how life works. So I wrote a ton of books, and only so many of them made it actually online. So I have to find a way to go back and get some old emails open because, you know, I do because there's a gang of books on my old Yahoo emails that I need to get back out there. But yeah, I wrote some really great stories. How to Hide a Monster was a heck of a book, and it's just unpublished. I got it. No. Don't use the straw to do it. Use a spoon. You're so silly. Put the straw down or put it in the new cup. One or the other. and then just use a spoon to do it. I said, don't get rid of the straw. I didn't say you so dumb. Yeah. So the first few books that I wrote, I think about 4 books I wrote on the Bible. Wrote one on the family, To Make My Father Proud. Was a really great book. This stuff y'all never had a chance to get a hold of because the internet had, you know how some pages was up and then they disappeared, MySpace, you know. Got caught up in that game, but you know, I wasn't smart. I wasn't smart. I didn't write the books, then publish them right away, and then have copies and keep copies, you know, mail them to myself and keep them sealed up. I just wasn't smart. I just wanted to write and create. Love writing books, man. Love writing stories. I do. I think about writing books all the time. I got so many ideas in my head. If you want to write a book, I say do it. When you go through something, you know, you can either implode or you can explode. And the explosion can be creativity. It should be creativity because what you went through can really help somebody else. When you hear that sound, write it down. Now, I've been doing these mastermind teachings on subscriber only. So come over here to YouTube and subscribe. But I've been doing it subscriber only the whole time. Really, I had. And now that I'm offering my total body blueprint, I felt like tonight I wanted you all to get the fire. Now, you might be busy or you might have a show you want to watch tonight. Your mind is all trapped in a whole bunch of different things. It surely is. But in between your TikTok scrolling and your Instagram scrolling and your Facebook posting, in between your Snapchatting, in between your tweets, you have to realize that that little voice is in your head now telling you to get up and go do something, get up and be about something, right? And I respect that. I just want you to know I respect that because that's the party I'm going to talk to tonight. Locked up for a crime I didn't commit, I started to really open up. So a clean break for positive social progress was something that I did for the children. It's like I want to leave this legacy out there. Dr. King and Malcolm X and Marcus Garvey, they led and they spoke, and people, you know, saw them and were moved by them, and their speeches were taped, but they didn't put the program in the book like Taibu Mu'addib did. I put the whole program in the book. I put the whole, decades and centuries after I'm gone, the movement is at some point going to rock hard because I put it in the book. All right. For positive social progress. This chapter right here, the mainframe for and monetization of oppression. This is a chapter in the book. So this is these 3 books you have to have in your household. You have to. These 3 books right here, you have to have in your household. It's necessary. Okay. Just putting that out there. Messing up my live somehow. How come is this a subscriber? How come there's only one person on the live? Usually they be shooting up. Am I doing something wrong? Fiddle with it one time, see what's going on with it. That's cool. I don't know what you do. You stop and start over again. Doesn't matter to me. Stop it. Yeah. Because usually I go subscriber live, so you know. Okay, it says 16 viewers. So okay, let's stop it. Let's go live again. Take your time. Mm-hmm. So this week I'm talking about G.I.D. Get It Done. So a lot of you don't know why I should be your coach and why you should trust me to train you. I mean, my physique, obviously, you've seen the pictures in the post. If you don't know me, just look on back and you'll see definitely how I got to that place where I was training and coaching. You know, that's right. Expertise on that without question. But as far as like coaching you, my online coaching program, the Total Body Blueprint is now the signature wrap because I know that many of you, starting with your physical temple, is the way for me to open up so much stuff for you. All right. Starting with your physical temple is the way for me to really get you all in tune with who you really are. While you're sitting on the couch, I can't bless you. Oh boy. I need a young man. I need paper towels. And I don't even really use these, open these. I'm just sitting here doing, messing around. And I spilled stuff on my book. You can bring the whole thing over here. It's all good. That's cool. Yeah, I usually don't even mess around with these like that, but let me get them right as much as possible. Oh, messy me. But so you look at the book, The Mainframe for and Monetization of Oppression. Anywhere you turn any of these books that you get, you're gonna get heat. Let me dig into this a little bit. For this is an actual chapter in my book, and I wrote this book in prison before I got released for a crime I did not commit. And these books basically do clap back at the people that locked me up and put me there. Now that I presented a backdrop of where it all started, as well as the purpose for it, showing you this country's infrastructure to maintain the oppression and how this country benefits financially in doing so, should cause you to have the desired aha effect I seek. I would like a little light bulb to come on inside your head. Michelle Alexander and her book titled The New Jim Crow will help me to accomplish my goal, along with a few quotes from other reference materials. Michelle Alexander was in the dark about the evil forces working against the African people today, and ultimately woke up to the horrible truth, then decided to write about it. The only problem with her book is that the people who ended up actually reading it aren't the ones directly affected by the oppression. And the ones who are, whether they read it or not, have already chosen their path of hopelessness. Thus, they could care less about reading in academia. Besides, for most of them who have already experienced contact with the criminal justice system in one way or another, what could Miss Alexander teach them about it they don't already know? I'm making an important point about the business side of any successful movement for positive social change. Major corporations make big money off of the oppressed by feeding them an image of who they could/will be if they use their products. And with a clean break, I've done the same thing. Even the oppressed want to look good, eat good, and feel good. So you can sell them high-priced clothing, shoes, cars, trucks, alcoholic beverages, tobacco products, etc. The list goes on and on. The oppressed find ways, mostly self-destructive and illegal, to acquire these products and revel in the intrinsic glow these material goods provide temporarily, while those around them give them their props, aka show them respect and love and admiration in a tangible manner. So you can you can see anywhere you turn to in these books. This book is available on Amazon, A Clean Break for Positive social change for the children. Taibu Mu'addib right here, letting you know definitively why I should be your coach. You didn't know I was pedigreed. You didn't know I had these books behind me, but you can get all these books on there. So before I came to Texas, I wrote the book called The Avenger of Africa and Thea, which translates into the New Africa. The New Africa is actually already here. And as you can see in the background, an actual demonstration that I did on the Capitol steps in Madison, Wisconsin, the state capital of Wisconsin. And on it, you see the pictures of people being actively prosecuted by the FBI for crimes, federal crimes against me in the case. In the Avenger novel, I set the stage for the African Messiah book. Now, each book, I come with a statement in the beginning of the book, right? That's how I start the books off. In this book right here, I just got done reading, it says, the purpose of this book is to awaken the sleepers and give them an option to release their emotion in a way that is beneficial to the movement. In this book right here, it says, I will look across the table and see men of other cultures and see that they respect me. They respect who and what I am. Mu'addib. So, I mean, the introduction on this book is powerful. I can anywhere I turn in this book, it's heat. It's really, really heat. It's some heat, right? But this introduction is so powerful. Slavery. The Europeans have gotten past it. The Africans are still slaves. We live in this nation and yet are still not recognized as citizens. We are a people without respect, not even for ourselves. It's time to renew the fight for the unification of the African people. Let's go, Taibu. This book is available. This book is available. Y'all didn't even know this. So coming with the winning strategies and the coaching, that came on the heels of me setting the groundwork for a movement, like I said, to unify the African people across the globe. Put it in the book. Smart. Now, obviously, I was a little bit more upset in this book. I didn't call them scum. African Messiah versus government scum. I just the premise behind that. I would rather be lifeless than powerless. And I'm sure that my European counterparts agree. They went over the wall when their president wasn't elected. They got him back in there. They got him back in there, though. For real, for real. So, let's see. I don't know why these books got printed out in such small print. Chapter 1, The Slaves. So I had a whole introduction chapter to the book. End of page break. Let me go to the very beginning of this thing. The introduction here, deep. The introduction to the African Messiah versus government scum. When I was born, I didn't have a clue that people wanted to unalive me. I didn't have a clue. That's the introduction line to this book right here. When I was born, I didn't have a clue that people wanted to take my life. Take my life because of my because of my lineage, take my life because my lineage begins in Africa. My cultural origin started on the largest continent on the planet and from a people who are today afforded the least amount of respect. Before I spoke my first words, took my first steps, or even threw up on my shirt, they were making plans to take my life. So I'm just throwing it out there before TikTok, bans me and shuts me down. I just want y'all to know, African Messiah, this book right here, if the print wasn't so small, I would give y'all some of it. I was thinking that it would still be like this, but I was in a rush. So instead of having big words in a nice size book, I got itty bitty words I got to put my readers on for. But yeah, I mean, these books are without question, the framework for the movement. I think that in one of these books, I talk about how America operates almost like the witch, the king, the lion, the witch, and the wardrobe, or something like that. Like to where things happen in America akin to like a lion just walking in the door at McDonald's, and ordering some food. Like things happen in America like that just shouldn't happen, that we should all freak out about, but we don't. So the psychological things, like the movie Get Out, like the psychological thrillers that you see, like there's a lot of truth behind that. Why don't we respond in just the world's coming to an end way when we see things that we see happening in America every day? Why don't we respond like in a crazy manner to us? Because we've been psychologically prepared to basically accept it. We shouldn't, but we do. Watching law enforcement officers gun down unarmed citizens, no matter what, no matter what culture they come from, I don't think that it would hurt me less to see on film a law enforcement officer take the life of any citizen, no matter what culture they belong to. So, we really, in America, we're really psychologically prepared to just accept, just in the for the sake of peace and sanity, we accept some really wild stuff, really wild stuff. Will America ever cease to be a violent country? When gun laws, when politicians run for the highest offices in the country, and gun laws are what a heavy on the ticket, the answer is probably no. And since we know violence only begets more violence, it'll be a while before we have leadership that calls for us to put the guns down and take up, treating our neighbors a little bit better. I wrote the books because I'm a mastermind. I wrote the books because I know what it means to get things done and complete the work. And then I became a coach. Shout out to Terrell Jones and the playbook for coaching and speaking. People are dressing up lies with nice music, dressing up lies with, Beijing. Everybody wants to have a say so, and they're trying to give views by just talking about what a man should want, what a woman should want, and what turns a man off, what turns a woman off. And a lot of that's going on right now. But I can honestly say that winning strategies. So the 12 body blueprint, the 12 body blueprint to drop 40 pounds in 12 weeks on my program is back now by 100% money back guarantee. So I'm going to reach out to many of you off of the program. As you raise your hand in the inbox, and reach out to you. Don't forget, you can reach out to me on the hospitality hotline, 682-514-5955. But this is actually in the book. So the blueprint, I'm letting you know in the book, you can get the book and read it. It says what I would do to drop 100 pounds and add 35 pounds of lean muscle in less than 6 months. In less than 6 months. Neither diet nor surgery is sustainable. I'm really giving winning strategies out there for the big three: fitness, finance, relationships. I'm putting it down in this book. Lie detector, boy, I get them going with the lie detector joint. You gotta get this book. You want to have winning strategies. That's why everything now on is Win with Taibu. I like the camera. I like to be on camera. You don't have to watch me. Just listen in and take advantage of what I'm saying. Tonight, I'm just showing you example of what I'm showing you my pedigree, just example of what it means to get it done. This is why I can coach you. I know what it means to go all the way through the process until you complete it. So 40-pound weight loss, all you professionals out there, executives out there, entrepreneurs, you in your mind, I don't have time to do this, but I could use a 40-pound weight loss. You have to hit me up. You have to hit me up for limited time only. I'm doing a money back guarantee. I just kicked it off. So, I'm going to make sure I get it out there as much as I can. I'm going to keep posting. I want you to take advantage of a risk-free opportunity to join the coaching program, drop that 40 pounds. And within that 40-pound weight loss, you start becoming a mastermind. Strategic moves, winning strategies, not winning plans, not winning hopes and winning dreams, winning strategies. The gamble of greatness. Striving for greatness is a gamble, everybody. It's a gamble. Striving to be the best you can be is a gamble. Because it is going to come with loss. And I dealt with it last week, how to handle loss. When you gamble, you're going to lose something. Any good gambler, put your hands up, inbox me, DM me, make a comment, or shoot me a like. Any real gambler has lost. Then they come back and they win big because they bet big, and now they popping champagne bottle corks. The reason this book is so deep, even with its super tiny print, the reason this book right here is so deep is because I literally take a Aesop fable that we all know, Jack and the Beanstalk, and I blow it up into this huge story of how to stay motivated, how to stay committed, how to be morally strong and straight through it all, and then, gosh darn it, how to get it done. Out of all my books, The Gamble of Greatness, thanks to the help of AI, thank you, Chat GPT. Out of all my books, The Gamble of Greatness, I mean, because I'm so in tune with myself and with my vision, The Gamble of Greatness is a work of art. You have to get those books, but any of the books you're gonna get Coach Taibu's Winning Strategies and The Gamble of Greatness. Get my coaching books. These are books that you have to have. These are books you have to have. You have to have. G.I.D, Get It Done. So now you can see my pedigree. That's 5 books. That's 5 books in the last 6 years. It's 5 books in the last 6 years. And you know, I take care of a family. I work full time, more than one position. I got the live podcast going on. Shout out to my man Tyrone, Mr. Magnificent. Shout out to my dude, man. He been holding it down when we building that thing this Sunday because he be cooking. I cook. He's really actually a chef. He actually was doing restaurant work for some years. So we're gonna put some plates out there. So when you get your tickets for the podcast now online, the plate comes with it. If you just show up at the door, you know you're gonna want to eat. You gotta cop that plate. But when you get your tickets online, when you have your Eventbrite, and go to Eventbrite, all you gotta put in there is Love and Lies. It's gonna pop right up. Arlington, Texas, Love and Lies. Go to Eventbrite right now, man. Get your tickets to the DFW. You don't want to miss it this Sunday after church. Don't waste your money at the Golden Corral and spend all that money. Come on and kick it with us. And Reese, the owner of the Margarita Express, says if it's your first time to the show, the first 8-ounce margarita is on the house. So if you buy your ticket online on Eventbrite, that's a plate, it comes with the soda, fried chicken, spaghetti, greens. It's right. Trust me. It's right. And then that margarita to go ahead and get a little twist on it. Man, the podcast is going on. And this week, the topic is the dating age gaps. And shout out to the young ladies that came in this past weekend and gave us that topic. I'm gonna go in. Dating age gaps. I'm gonna go in. It was interesting because it was a young lady brought it up too in a situationship. So all y'all that's in the DFW and you have opinions about the dating age gaps out there right now, come on over and enjoy it. 6401 Cooper Street, Arlington, Texas. We're going to get it right. I wanted you to get a feel, just a small feel for why I'm qualified to coach you. Because many of you aren't getting it done, and I can help you do that. I will help you do that or your money back. And, you know, when something is risk-free, you got to go for it. I mean, we've all went ahead and ordered that thing online because it was a money-back guarantee. You can't lose. You can't fail. You can't come you can't come empty. You have to get results of your money back. And y'all probably thinking, well, how can you guarantee what I do? Man, look, I'm going to tell you something right now. If you come for the money back because you didn't lose the 40 pounds after 12 weeks is up, I still have enough evidence to show folks, hey, look, yeah, I gave, you know, so-and-so their money back. It was all good. But look, this is where they came up short. This is where they came up missing. You know, it's clandestine. Like nobody needs to know, but you know what I'm saying? I know a couple of y'all gonna get online and jack. You know what I mean? His program is trash, this and this and that. I document stuff definitely, so ain't gonna be none of that. That's why on my Ultimate Salesman page, you don't see folks jacking with me about my car deals. Folks is just happy, and that's it. I'm getting folks approved. If you want a nicer, newer car, you gotta come to me. You gotta want to work with me. Everybody got to want to work with me. You have to want to work with me. It's not about having 18 repos and coming and say, "Oh, he'll get you approved." That's cool. There's definitely some things that we can do. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying you know that about yourself. So if you're a couch potato and you go ahead and burn your bread and spend your money and come on through whatever, whatnot, but you're not handling the task, you're not G.I.D, you're not getting it done. Now, part of that's on me. Part of that's on me. When I make the discovery phone call and see if you're a good fit for the program, yada, 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 but still it's all documented. So you check out, everything's ready, good to go. You have to lose the 40 pounds. It's science. It's no big deal. 12 weeks. Seeing if you have a vacation, cruise, wedding, reunion coming up, the second part of this year, you have to take the total body blueprint and make it your own. On the relationship side, on the relationship side. I think men are getting it right more than women. I think men are getting it right more than women. I think the women are out of control. These are just my thoughts. These are my thoughts. In relationships, professionally, y'all be getting y'all money. But I'm just saying in relationships, I think women are out of control. I think that men need to go into relationships nowadays and they need to have it established. Well, you got pieces of the cup in here. Did you know that? Where? Like really, pieces of the cup is in here. I'm supposed to scrape the cup in there.
No, I was trying to use the straw.
Nah, bro. Man, you trying to take that out?
No.
I mean, I'm trying to swallow plastic and styrofoam. You trying to take it out?
Yeah. The time I was trying to use the straw. That's what you meant.
Nah, I said don't get rid of the straw. I want you to put a straw out.
Well, yeah,
I'm almost done. Then I don't see you all day long. You don't do me like that. Trying to run me off. Don't give you enough free time. We gotta watch. We gotta get through the movie. We gotta watch a little bit more of it every night. It's good for you. You know you learn stuff. You know you learn some stuff. Can't say you're not. Yeah, I think the men are getting it right more by proxy because we have to. The man really has to be productive. He has to do something. Like we all know what manhood is. Real men. Even the men that's not real men, they know what manhood is. They be tricking y'all ladies. They do. The men imitating real manhood, they tricking the ladies, and that's how come like women be frustrated because they don't know the fake from the real because they haven't come to Coach Taibu. Because Coach Taibu believes in lie detector tests. Off the rip. I got a couple of ladies gonna come through this weekend, and at least one of them feel like it's real. Young lady got married young, had kids young, and she wished that she would have read my book and put that lie detector test on that young gentleman. I'm telling you right now. So, but women, y'all out of control, y'all frustrated. I get it. You have to come check me out at the Margarita Express, man, and shoot me, inbox me your ideas of what you're going through. I will put it on wax and I will coach you. As far as the Total Body Blueprint, you have to go through my Total Body Blueprint program and begin to work on your temple. I'm going to say something that might sound blasphemous. It might sound crazy to a lot of you, but I'm telling you, because God is in all of us. Otherwise, we really couldn't have this life that we know as the life that we know. You should spend a little time worshiping yourself. I know a lot of people are going to follow me for saying that. I know a lot of people are going to be like, you're going to always start hearing a bunch of people saying, worship yourself, worship yourself. Taibu Mu'addib said it first, certified and confirmed genius. But I want you to know that I'm also a child of God. I'm also somebody that prays. I'm also somebody that worships. I'm also somebody that gives God his just due. I'm also somebody that reads the word. I'm telling you right now, I'm somebody that does the best I can to live the word. I'm not perfect, but I know for a fact what the foundation of my life is. And so when I work out, it's self-worship. When I meditate, it's self-worship. When I tell you no, it's self-worship. Many of you out there, you want to do everything you can and be all over the place, but not being able to tell yourself no, you're giving that worship to somebody else or something else. If you're going to be addicted to anything in this life, be addicted to self-worship. God has given us a temple like no other. We're supposed to take care of it and allow it to be a blessing to us. I just want you all to know. So in relationships, ladies, y'all going to figure out really quickly that when you start practicing self-worship, you're going to start attracting the right guy. And fellas, Likewise, man, stop fooling these ladies. Stop tricking them. It's the funniest thing. You'll be at work listening to people talk, and you will hear somebody say something unrighteous, and you'll be like, ooh, right? Low battery. You will hear somebody say something unrighteous, you will be like, wow. And you won't get involved, you won't say much yourself, but you know in your mind now, like, dang, I see why, women be like tripping, If you're gonna settle, ladies, for a guy that brings home the bacon, if you're gonna allow yourself to be in a situation where because he's paying all the bills, he can go out and creep and do what he wants to do, and you're not tripping on me, and you ain't saying nothing, let that be known up front. Let that be known up front. If him paying your bills absolves him of any rules to fidelity at all, shoot, don't be online complaining after it goes too far or it breaks up the relationship when it was something that you're willing to accept. All right, I'm just being real. 5 books there, 5 powerful books. It's tough to live those books. It's tough to be the person that I put in those great creative and literary creations. But I'm just saying personally, I want you to know that the coaching spawns from leadership. The leadership is necessary for any of us to do something great with our lives, to elevate. So to elevate you, I've added the money back guarantee to Total Body Blueprint. Ladies, I'm telling you, it'll help you out a lot. When you begin self-worship, ladies, I'm telling you, you're going to start attracting the right guy. I'm telling you, you are. And because you're practicing something that's a beautiful thing for the soul, if he comes trying to fake it with you and you start bringing it down to him like I'm bringing it down to you right now, get him out of there. That's my time for the night. Take that new someone that you starting to like a whole bunch to the lie detector test place in Texas. Only cost $50. Spend that $50, not on that first date. Take them to the lie detector test place and get the lie detector test, because Lays, the sad truth is he probably is tricking you. The Bible even says, if you think your dude's a real dude and you throw all your emotions and heart and soul and everything into him, and the Bible says only one good man out of 1,000, I'm a good man. Now you might have caught that one good man, but the lie detector test can't be able to tell you. Stop thinking that you a perfect judge of character. You can get fooled, you can get tricked. Matter of fact, the people that are easiest to fool in life are the ones that think they know it all. Remember, that's my time. Remember, when you overcome today's obstacles, tomorrow will always feel like paradise. Take from somebody that knows. Taibu Mu'addib. Man, my son he's trying to get me out of here. Like, damn, I'm gonna go thing on my phone some more. Like, what are we talking about? Make sure that y'all, stay in the game. Taibu Mu'addib right here, man. Mastermind, get it done. I want you to know that you're all important to me. Hit me up, 682-514-5955. I'm relaxed. That's the hospitality hotline. I'm gonna get you together. Text it, call it. Join the coaching program, man. Lose your 40 pounds and get ghost, and tell somebody else to come in and get their weight loss. Surgery, no. Medications, no. What they call it? Hypnosis, no. Just come on in and work out, man, with me. I got you. Peace.